Welcome, everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I am your host today, Payson Johnson. Joining me is Dylan Van Thine, and today we are back with the Warzone 2022 Teams Tournament. This time we have the number 2 seed, Bullets Over Broadway, going up against the number 11 seed, Grumpy Old Red. Dylan, how are you feeling about today's match?
Feeling pretty good. Bullets Over Broadway, very impressive team, obviously, getting a very high seed in the tournament. And Grumpy Old Red, surprising a lot of people in their last match, beating Antonio and Robert. So should be an interesting one.
No, 100%. I just say we just bring them in for interviews. Bringing in first, we have Tim Brzakala, Nick Twohig, and of the Grumpy Old Ren. Nick, Tim, when I think of you guys, I think of two MMA fighters that for years were just pounding their opponents and just knocking them out, sort of retired and now just play golf for fun. Is that a fair analogy of this team in Warzone?
Here's the thing.
Yes.
First, I knock out Sean Wasserkrug.
Yes, you did.
A crusader.
Then me and Cody basically destroyed Warzone. I think for the better. This team that we're playing today wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Cody. So, if we're being completely honest, just saying. Secondly, me and Nick come in and we beat Robert and Antonio. Now, you can say we lost to Spence and Jack. Sure. If you count that as a loss, I don't know what to tell you. But I like Kirk. Kirk's a good dude. Barr, he's all right. I don't think he's a hack, but he's okay. Kirk is good, though. But, when it comes to fandom, I think we can take them. Right, Mike?
Well, first of all, I think it's a stupid question.
Yeah.
I think the ultimate question is, what is your favorite afternoon snack on a sunny day? Tim?
I like grapes.
Same. I have a question for Tim.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Tim, what do you call it when the captain of the Enterprise rides on the back of a bovine creature wearing skis in a pattern that is round, though not circular?
What, Nick?
A Kirk-Ovalkowski.
I got
Let's
that
fucking
one.
do this. Let's go.
Oh, you guys are great. But we are going to be moving on to the higher ranked team tonight. Kirk Kolakowski, Andrew James Barr, and their manager, Scott Harvey. Kirk, Barr, we've seen you now for this now your second year. Last time we saw you, you were in a number 1 contender match last year in the tournament. You made it all the way to the semifinals. I'm guessing you guys are hungry, so how are you guys feeling?
I haven't eaten dinner, so yes.
I would say this about Tim and Nick. I'm not buying the shtick anymore. This whole, we were the Fandom guys, and Warzone's just a goof, and oops, we accidentally knocked out 2 really solid Warzone players. I'm not falling for it. These guys are good.
They're using MCU, so they're trying to turn this into a stealth Fandom match anyway. So
They are, but, we've seen Tim's DVD collection. These aren't all different copy editions of Lord of the Rings. He watches everything. Nick is very sneakily good and hits answers.
He had the lead ahead of Jake Marangoni at one point.
Yes.
One jar of water, baby.
So, also, I'm not comfortable with him being here during our interview. That's weird.
Yeah, this is weird.
This is weird. But I would go on second otherwise. I already went first otherwise. But now that I know, next time, it's learning curve. But no, I'm excited to play these guys. Yeah, we're hungry. We're not happy with where we were, ended last couple matches. So we're just here to get the job done.
yeah, nothing else to say. Let's do it.
Best of luck to you guys, but hopefully more luck to us.
100%, guys. But round 1 is going to work like this. Competitors will get 8 questions from 8 different categories worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answers on their board, and if they get all 8 questions right, they will receive a bonus question. Competitors will have 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the duration of the match. Competitors, are you ready?
You kept that in there, but yes.
In which case, your first question in round 1 will be coming to you in the category of action adventure. The ending of Con Air sees the jailbird landing in what city?
Haven't seen this film.
Me either, but I've known a few birds I'd like to put in jail.
Which ones?
When I was young, I went fishing and some geese attacked me. It was very bad. 5.
Sorry, you had to go through that.
3, 2, 1. Tim, we'll go to you.
Los Angeles. I don't know.
And we will go to Kirk.
Las Vegas.
And we will go to Nick.
Las Vegas.
And we will go to Bar.
Vegas.
Las Vegas is correct, and I like the singing nature of this match.
All right, so your next question comes in the category of war. Alec Guinness and William Holden star as the leads in what classic war film?
Oh God, I'm about to do the thing. I swear to God.
So yeah, when I was young, I went fishing with my dad and my grandpa, and I saw some geese, and I was like, "Wee, geese, let's go!" So I was a little 6-year-old, and I got bitten by a bunch of geese. My dad just kicked a geese to scare him. Awesome. 5.
It's badass.
4, 3, 2.
You kicking the geese, not getting attacked.
Yes, that's fair. Kirk, we'll go to you.
Bridge on the River Kwai.
And Nick.
The bridge on the River Kwai.
And Bar.
The bridge on the River Kwai.
And Tim.
That's my name. Yeah, Bridge on the River Kwai.
Bridge on the River Kwai is correct. We will now be going on to your third question, the category of drama. In A Beautiful Mind, John Nash suffers from what mental disorder? Everyone race to their board.
I have a perfect round so far.
You know, Dylan, I'm not going to lie. I would describe everyone on this call as beautiful people.
Oh.
I always like to build up my friends, and I consider all these people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, we'll go to you.
Schizophrenia.
And we will go to Bar.
Schizophrenia.
And we will go to Tim.
Remember when Dominic Rizzi had a team named Schizo?
Yeah, a little politically incorrect. Kirk, we'll go to you.
Misspelled it, but it's schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia, all accepted.
Right, your next question comes in the category of Oscars. Who won Best Actress for films released in 1979 and 1984?
Have you ever read the novel 1984?
No, I'm not very well read. I only watch movies.
That's fair. I've never read
I
it,
haven't even seen the movie.
but I am the big brother in my family, so I got that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bar will go to you.
Diane Weist.
And we'll go to Tim.
East. I thought you said East. I went with Meryl Streep.
We will go to Kirk.
Sally Field.
And we will go to Nick.
Said Betty Davis.
Sally Field is correct.
Good job, buddy.
Good
job.
job. That was my perfect round.
So being Norma Ray and Places in the Heart. So we'll be moving on to your fifth question, the category of 2010s. What is the acronym for the drug that 21 Jump Street centers on? The acronym, not the actual name.
Oh.
I was about to ask, what are your experiences with drugs, Dylan? But that's a crime, so I won't ask it.
Very limited, I'll say that.
Mine is 0, 5, 4.
Is there attack in the morning?
Repeat the question.
Oh, absolutely. Grumpy, you'll run that as your first repeat. What is the acronym for the drug that 21 Jump Street centers on? Yeah, see, I was that kid in high school where I would go to the library just to look up stuff about like anime and movies, and so I was never at parties doing drugs. So
yeah, I know a lot of people assume that I do drugs because of the type of music and movies I like, but
me as well. I got a beard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hair doesn't help either. Tim, we're gonna go to you.
Is it hi-fi?
And we're going to go to Kirk.
I No blank boards. I said SEX.
And we're going to go to Nick.
I'm pretty sure this is 22 Jump Street. Is work hard, yes. Play hard, yes, for Wi-Fi.
And we're going to go to Bar.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
Wi-Fi is the drug in 22 Jump Street. In 21 Jump Street, it is HFS, a.k.a. Holy Fucking Shit.
I've never seen either of those movies, so whatever.
So no perfect rounds as we get into your next question in the category of directors. Who directed The Natural?
Is there anything in your life that you would be described as being a natural act?
I'm pretty good at waking up in the morning.
That's nice. That's nice.
That most days, yeah.
I'm pretty good at falling asleep at night. 5,
Nice.
4, 3, 2, 1. Kirk, we'll go to you.
I said Robert Redford.
And we'll go to Nick.
I said James L. Brooks.
We will go to Bar.
Barry Levinson.
And we will go to Tim.
I know that he bangs Glenn Close in this movie.
Redford does bang Glenn Close in The Natural, but Barry Levinson is correct.
Cinema.
Your penultimate question, we come to you in the category of sci-fi fantasy. In The Fisher King, Jack's girlfriend Anne owns what kind of business? Going back to fishing, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great movie.
I haven't seen it. I really want to. I haven't gotten around to it.
Understandable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, we'll go to you.
I resisted the urge to write something fish-related, and I wrote a hair salon.
We will go to Barb.
The video store.
And we will go to Tim.
A video store.
And we will go to Kirk.
I guess beauty parlor.
Hey.
Video store is correct.
Well, I'm out.
Hashtag buy their shit.
You're out.
So your final question of round one will come in the category of comedies. Cleavon Little plays a sheriff named Bart in what 70s Western?
Do I go for a Simpsons joke, or do I go for who in this lead is the shortest? But we don't have to go for either.
Okay, we can just sit in silence then.
Yeah. This match has been going fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bar will go to you.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Blazing Saddles.
That is correct. Tim will go to you.
No.
Kirk.
Blazing Saddles.
And Nick.
I did the marker thing again, and no one noticed, but I said Billy the Kid.
I kind of noticed this time, but I didn't know. But Blazing Saddles is correct. So, Dylan, if I'm not mistaken, I have Bullets Over Broadway at 11. Grumpy Old Ren at 6. Is that what you have?
Yes.
All right, but anything can happen as we get into round number 2, also known as our wheel round. Competitors will get a chance to spin at the wheel. If they like what they first spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they have the option to spin again. But once you spin again, they're forced to keep whatever they land on. Your categories on your lovely wheel tonight are 70s Lumet and Reese Witherspoon, which are Bullets Over Broadway strengths, MCU and recent releases, which are Grumpy Old Ren strengths, as well as war, drama, directors, and crime. Bullets Over Broadway, you guys are in the lead. Let me get Scott in. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Okay. I mean, normally we would defer. We do have a 5-point lead. Do you guys want to consider spinning first, or should we stick to the plan?
I would say stick with the plan and defer. I'd still like to
Yeah, it's a 50-50 wheel, so
Yeah.
let's get rid of something.
All right. We'll go second.
Tim, it's a
Go second. All right, gonna bring Mike in.
You guys have fucked up
Grumpy Old
round
Ren,
one.
this will be your first spin.
Sorry, Mike.
Say we fucked up round 1. Sorry.
You land on the category of drama. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Well, have you saved this for your mama, guys?
No, but A Beautiful Mind's my second favorite movie of all time, so that's fun.
Yeah, I'd say we run this back.
All right, sure.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh,
Spinning it.
so spinning again?
Yeah.
All right, then you must keep whatever you land on here.
Uh-huh.
I'm struggling to remember the name.
And you land on the category of war.
Okay.
I like that better than drama.
Don't fuck it up.
I couldn't remember the name of the one Sidney Lumet movie.
Dylan, what?
All right, so Grumpy Old Ren, I will give you your questions in the category of war. Who plays William's childhood friend Hamish in Braveheart?
Brendan Gleeson? No. I watched this year.
Yeah, I watched it last year. I might get it on multiple.
We should probably do that then.
Let's go multiple choice.
So your options are A, Liam Neeson, B, Brendan Gleeson, C, Pierce Brosnan, or D, Gabriel Byrne.
Just want to go for it?
Well, it's one or the other.
I don't know what the other would be, so let's just go.
It's not the two. Yeah, Brendan Gleeson, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
No, you're good.
In Fury, the squad shares a meal with a couple of German women over what food item?
Bucky.
Would you like a technical? I know the dog was.
I heard the question.
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking of is like soup, like they're eating out of a bowl, but I don't. That could be fucking anything. So I don't know.
Let's go multiple.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, cheese, B, pancakes, C, eggs, or D, bacon.
Let's say eggs.
Yeah.
It could be out of a bowl, right?
Eggs, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good shit. Hey!
In Full Metal Jacket, what gets stolen from Joker and Rafterman when we first see them in Vietnam?
I haven't seen this in a long time.
So when they're first in Vietnam, they're... Oh, wait, actually, hang on. I don't think I know what I'm talking about. They're like reporters at that point, so I feel like it's probably like a camera or a notebook.
I think this is something they're going to know, so maybe let's check down.
4.
Yeah, you're right. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, a gun, B, a camera, C, a helmet, or D, a watch.
You want to go camera?
Yeah, why not?
Camera, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Sorry, man.
That's true. I've known without.
I'm sorry, man.
In what decade did the events of Black Hawk Down take place?
The 90s, right?
I haven't seen it.
Well, when did Black Hawk Down happen? Wasn't it the 90s?
Remember, I don't know everything that ever happened.
I think it's the 90s.
Then go for it, Tim.
The 1990s, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Mother Timmy.
And your final question in this category. In From Here to Eternity, it is revealed that Private Pruitt is greatly talented at what sport?
Isn't this a Kubrick film? I feel cheated if it is. It might not be. No, I'm thinking of Fear and Desire. I don't fucking know. Multiple choice, right?
Wait, you want to just throw a sport out?
No.
5,
We should
4.
use a replay.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. In From Here to Eternity, it is revealed that Private Pruitt is greatly talented at what sport?
I have no idea. I've never seen this movie, so
I think Barr's intentionally trying to drive us to multiple choice by pretending to write an answer down after we've repeated the question.
sure, maybe.
Want to throw a sport out there? What sport would you be like gifted at?
We're tied right now. I'd rather get the point and move on.
Okay, multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, football, B, soccer, C, basketball, or D, boxing.
I would guess basketball.
Really?
That's like a thing you could be like, you can show off that you're skilled at. Like football, there's like a lot of different things you could be doing to be good at football. Like,
I feel like this is an older movie and it might be box.
oh, is it?
5, 4.
Just go. I trust you.
Boxing,
One.
final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Mother.
Whoa. All right.
On the buzzer, and after that, Grumpy Old Ren sweeping that category, getting their score up to 12, giving up no steals, but that does mean we are now moving on to Bullets Over Broadway spin. Bullets, this will be your first spin.
Uh-oh.
The
And
wheel
you
is stuck on
land
the
on
pegs.
opponent's choice.
Whoa.
You gotta be shitting me.
So,
Mike,
Okay, hear me out. I think you should give him Reese Witherspoon or 70 for Mac.
no.
get Mike off the screen.
Can we see what the categories are, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you see those?
And now am I fucking cutting out?
Yes.
Yeah. How about everyone just do a quick leave and come back? Every single person.
I cut
I
out.
think we
Can you
should
hear
do
me?
recent releases.
Yeah, we can hear you, Tim.
Okay. So what I was going to say with recent releases is Kirk has been going, well, I guess he's been going to the movies more recently.
I think you guys won't be missing on recent releases. I think.
What about MCU, though?
Bar's been studying.
Bar's been studying MCU.
He's been
Okay.
studying fandom shit. So
Do you feel? Yeah. Okay. Then let's do recent then, if that's what you guys feel good about.
I think that's the best option.
I mean,
Okay. If that's
wait,
what you both
do we have a reason as to why we think they're bad at recent releases, Mike?
Look at Kirk.
I think they are
let's
guys
just do, let's do recent releases.
I think they are two guys who like movies and probably have
We gotta
been
go
to
and make a decision soon.
They don't watch the new ones, man.
All right, then recent it is.
Let's
All right.
just they're gonna do good at whatever we give them. So
All right,
All
recent
right.
release.
So, Bullets Over Broadway, you have been stuck with recent releases. I will be giving you your category. And getting Mike out of here. Bullets Over Broadway, your first question in the category of recent releases. The opening of Spiral is set during what holiday?
Have you seen it?
No, this one I skipped.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go multiple.
choice. I have an idea, but
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Halloween, B, 4th of July, C, New Year's, or D, Thanksgiving?
so my brain was already thinking Sierra Mist.
Okay,
You want to go with that?
that's fine.
Okay. D, final answer.
That is incorrect. Grumpy Old Ren, a chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Halloween, B, 4th of July, C, New Year's, or D,
Turn it
Thanksgiving?
around, Tim. I can't. You're cutting out. Quick.
4th of July. 4th of July.
4th of July. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question in the category of recent releases. What is the profession of Jonathan's best friend Michael in Tick Tick Boom?
He's
He's
some
an accountant.
he's
but-
some kind of professional.
Yeah.
I'll get it on multiple.
Yeah, let's go multiple. See if we
Okay.
can narrow it down that way.
Yeah.
All right,
Multiple
multiple choice. Is it A, advertising executive, B, dancer, C, subway driver, or D, theater producer?
Okay, so it's Coke.
Yeah, absolutely.
A, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. Who voices the fox scavenger in The Green Knight?
Oh,
Yeah, I still haven't gotten to this one.
again, I'll probably get it on multiple.
Okay, multiple choice, please.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Barry Keoghan, B, Cillian Murphy, C, David Kay, or D, Kit Harington?
I'm thinking Surge or Crush. Probably Surge.
I don't have
Five.
a clue, so go with it.
B, final answer.
That is incorrect. Grumpy Old Ren, a chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Cillian Murphy? B, is it A, Barry Keoghan, B, Cillian Murphy, C, David Kay, or D, Kit Harington?
I don't fucking have anything, Nick.
Don't hold it up.
I didn't have anything. Can I hear the options again since I was wildly distracted by my team partner?
I will give you a technical on that. Is it A, Barry Keoghan, B, Cillian Murphy, C, David Kay, or D, Kit Harington?
I think it's C.
Okay.
Because Barry Keoghan is in the movie as a real person. And they said Cillian Murphy, so
I have no idea. So
and it's not. I don't think it's Kit Harington, so I think it should be. We should go C.
Okay.
C for an answer.
That is incorrect. Barry Keoghan is in the movie, and he also voices the Fox.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Bullets Over Broadway, your penultimate question. In what decade does Belfast take place?
I think it's the 60s.
Yeah, because it's when what's his name's grown up, right?
Right.
Yeah. Go for it.
5.
The 60s final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good job.
Your final question. In what recent release will you find an online universe known as You?
If you need a repeat, take it.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get it on repeat. So let's go multiple choice.
All right.
5.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options. Is it A, Bell, B, Free Guy, C, The Mitchells versus the Machines, or D, Ron's Gone Wrong?
The only one I know it's cream soda.
I know it's not Code Red.
Okay.
And we do need both hands on screen. Yes.
And I don't think it's cherry Pepsi.
I'm taking.
Let's repeat the options.
Yeah, repeat. Yeah.
Or repeat the options. Is it A, Bell?
No. I'm sorry. I want to repeat on the whole question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is your first repeat.
Yeah.
In what recent release will you find an online universe known as You? Is it A, Bell, B, Free Guy, C, The Mitchells versus the Machines, or D, Ron's Gone Wrong?
Okay, you're sure it's not cream soda.
I'm sure it's not cream soda. I think it's vanilla Coke.
It's vanilla Coke, yeah.
Okay. A, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah, I remembered it on the repeat.
So after that, I have Bullets Over Broadway getting their score up to 15, while Grumpy Old Ren is at 13. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have, yes.
All right, but anything can happen as we head into round 3, also known as our Pick Your Poison round. Competitors will pick a 1, 2, 3, and 4-pointer from the pre-selected categories they were given before the match. The categories they have to pick from tonight are Audrey Hepburn, Adam Sandler, Bradley Cooper, comic book movies, sci-fi fantasy, classics, westerns, and romantic comedies. The competitors will pick their categories right after this. All right, competitors have chosen their round 3 categories. Grumpy Old Ren has chosen their 1-pointer in Bradley Cooper, their 2-pointer in sci-fi fantasy, their 3-pointer in comic book movies, and their 4-pointer in Adam Sandler, while Bullets Over Broadway has chosen their 1-pointer in sci-fi fantasy, their 2-pointer in romantic comedies, their 3-pointer in classics, and their 4-pointer in Audrey Hepburn. Grumpy Old Ren, you guys are behind, so I'll leave you your questions first. Starting with Nick, this is your 1-pointer in Bradley Cooper. In what film does Bradley Cooper co-star with Matthew McConaughey? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Incorrect. The correct answer was failure to launch.
Never would have got there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right.
So we'll be moving on to the 2-pointer in sci-fi fantasy taken by Tim.
Yeah.
Who directed The Book of Eli? Five,
Anton Fuqua.
3. That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for the Hughes brothers.
Yeah, no. Okay.
So we will be now be moving on to your 3-pointer in comic book movies, which you can now confer on.
Okay.
What sport does Harley compete in Birds of Prey?
Roller derby.
Yep. Final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right, so we will go over to Bullets Over Broadway's 1-pointer in sci-fi, which I believe goes to Kurt, right?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Your 1-pointer in sci-fi? James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Sarah Paulson all star in what sci-fi film?
Glass.
That is correct for 1 point.
Thank God you took that because I would have completely missed that.
So because we are tied right now, but because Bullets has more questions remaining, we will go over to Bar's 2-point question in romantic comedies.
Okay.
The Proposal primarily takes place in what U.S. state?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Rhode Island?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Alaska.
That's right, Bar. It's a rough
I've never
two.
seen that fucking thing, so.
I love that movie.
So then we will stay with Bullets for the 3-pointer in classics, which they can confer on now. What is the profession of the 2 main characters in Adam's Rib?
They're lawyers.
Yes.
Lawyers, final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
Hate when you ask the other team things I know.
So here's the situation. Grumpy Old Ren must hit their 4-pointer in Adam Sandler. If they do, they send it back over to Bullets Over Broadway. And if they don't, Bullets Over Broadway wins the game. Your 4-pointer. In Pixels, how did Eddie Plant cheat in Donkey Kong?
He wrote the cheat codes on the inside of his sunglasses. Final answer.
That is exactly what we have for 4
Let's
points.
fucking go, buddy.
Phone ring at the same time. Little fishy. Just gonna say it.
Stop asking them questions that I know the answer to.
All right, so then it comes down to Bullets' 4-point question in Audrey Hepburn. If they hit it, they will advance to the next round of the tournament. If they miss, Grumpy Old Ren will advance. So your question. What does Rote use to light the apartment after Susie killed the light in Wait Until Dark?
I want a repeat of the question, Kirk, but I think I know what the answer is.
Okay.
Repeat
Let's
the
talk it
question.
out. Let's take the full time.
Okay, they said, what does he use to illuminate the room after she's killed the lights, right?
Yeah.
5,
It's the refrigerator.
4,
Yeah.
3.
The refrigerator, final answer.
Repeat.
Did I hear final answer?
No, I said
There's
repeat.
final
I
answer.
said, I
You said
did
final
say
answer.
it.
Okay, all right.
And your winner, Bullets Over Broadway.
They said repeat.
With a final score
Oh,
23-20. Open the refrigerator door, uses light from the fridge was the correct answer. So we'll be moving on to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finishers. Tim, Nick, I think the match pitched today between you two versus Bar and Kirk, I don't think anyone would have expected to go to the final question. You must be feeling some satisfaction in that. How are you feeling?
Mike thought it would go to the final questions. We left some points up. If I had just let Nick say camera or Brendan Gleeson, like it would have been a lot closer. I feel bad that I talked Nick out of some of those answers because we literally could have tied it or gone to sudden death or something, which would have been nuts. But
We knew they were
got-
1 and 2 also, which is what we were going to take, but then they took it.
yeah. So it was close. Yeah. I'm a little disappointed, not because we lost, but just because like this means we don't get to play again, probably for the rest of the season. Which I know Nick is fine with. He has a lot going on, but I like playing, so I get sad when we lose. But I want to change my thing that I said at the beginning. Bar is a hack.
Yes.
Kirk still a delight. Great dude.
Look at it.
Really cool guy. But I changed what I said about Bar. He is a hack. because every time I think he's really nice and I'm like, oh, Bar's my friend. He's a nice guy. And then he comes in and he goes, oh, Kirk, I think I want to use a repeat. Final answer. And then it fucks with Kirk's brain. You can't do that to Kirk, Bar. God damn it. Anyway, thank you, Dylan and Payson. You both are delightful. And thank you, Mike. Nick?
I just want to say, as I said in our last match, where people often make fun of us, including ourselves, for being bad at this league, sometimes I take for granted the fact that, like, yeah, I'm not as good as, like, the Kirks and the Bars out there, but if I walk outside, like, I'm going to know more movie trivia than, like, 90% of the people I come across. So, like, that's cool. Because, like, days like this feel cool. If I could remember HFS, and then, yeah, I mean, I don't blame Tim for talking me out of it. It's not like I was confident or knew what I was talking about. They were more so educated guesses. And, yeah, I just kind of hope that last answer just looks cool on me.
Yeah. And honestly, Kirk deserves to have a belt at this point in this league. Like, if I'm being completely honest, like, he's gotten the short end of the straw a lot. So, like, I would have felt bad if we just, like, beat them and then, like, lose in the next round. I'm like a big Kirk fan in Warzone. I want him to get a belt. So him and Bar should just go win the whole thing now.
100%. Thank you guys so much. Mike, as their manager, do you have any closing words?
They didn't fuck up round 2 and 3, so I'm fucking proud of them. Like, goddamn, they show up every goddamn time on round 2 and 3. I don't know how the fuck they keep doing it, but they do it. Because they talk like they don't know shit, and then they show up and do it every time. And I actually get woken up by round 2. And I start getting a hard on, and then, it continues.
Thank you guys so much, but we will be moving on to your first place finishers tonight, or just the winners. Kirk, Bar, as a host, you gave me a slight heart attack on that final question, but you guys were able to take the W in the end. How are you guys feeling?
I think I gave Kirk a slight heart attack too, and for that,
No, you're fine, because I was probably going to try not necessarily talk you out of it, play devil's advocate, and who knows what happened. So I'm so glad you just went with it, because you were a lot more confident than I was, and you were right. So that's all that matters.
Look, going into this, and Scott can attest to this, I said, I'm not sure about this one. Because Tim and Twohig can go around and kind of, like, slightly pose, oh, we're okay at this, we're better Fandom players, and, like, I knew that we needed to take them seriously, which, thank God we did, because they really came to play, and they showed that they're a legitimate team to look out for.
Yeah. And I was a couple of things. One, I think all of us knew there was a very good the three of us knew there was a very good chance that this was going to go to the final question. We weren't taking anything for granted. We knew I was desperate to get that lead going into round 3, because if we didn't have it, I knew we would have been in really bad shape. And 2, I believe we TKO'd Team 2319, correct? If memory serves.
Yes, you did.
And Knights of Ren took us to the final question. So I think that proves who the weak link in 2319 was. Just saying.
He's going to kill us.
Yeah, great job to Tim and Nick, though. I will say, Nick, your 4-pointer, it was great. It reminded me of the first guy who won on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and called his dad on the last question and said, I'm going to win the $1 million now. I assume when you were talking on the phone afterwards that's you had tried to call one of your parents just to say, I know the answer to the Pixels question. So
I saw his eyes light up the moment that they said Pixels, and I was like, God damn it.
This was the only time anyone's eyes ever lit up when someone said
the only time the movie Pixels has ever brought anyone joy.
This was a classic, trap match. We hit opponent's choice. Like, it definitely could have gone south, but you guys weathered the storm, and I think it's going to be a smooth ride for you guys the rest of the way, unless you have to face Ahoy Sexy, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that does move on to the next question. Obviously, this is a 12-team tournament, so seedings are going to get reshuffled slightly. But of any of the teams in the tournament, who do you hope to see in round 2?
I mean, Ahoy Sexy, obviously. Yeah. But aside from that answer, I personally kind of want to play, Pots and Pains as well. outside of our faction, I kind of want to play Double Indemnity personally.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Or let's get the Ginyu Monkey off our back finally.
Oh yeah, yeah, but we can't play them in the tournament technically.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I haven't watched trivia matches in a while. I've been busy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not up to speed. On who's doing what. Sorry, I forgot.
You're good, but thank you guys so much. We're just gonna put you guys backstage. Dylan, this was nothing short of an incredible match. How did you feel?
Yeah, super great, intense match all the way through. I mean, yeah, like obviously Tim and Twohig, they like talked down on themselves a bit in Warzone, but I mean, like they landed on like a non-strength category in round 2 and they didn't miss a question. And so that was crazy, but yeah, super gutsy performance from Bullets Over Broadway, managing to get the victory even when it looked like there might be some trouble for them. So I think that'll make them a scary team moving forward.
No, 100%. I think both teams put up a great performance. But on behalf of me, on behalf of Dylan, on behalf of Nick, on behalf of Tim, on behalf of Kirk, on behalf of Bar, on behalf of Scott, on behalf of Mike, on behalf of everyone at Multiplex Movie Warzone, have a good day.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it taken.
Bye-bye.